Hello everyone, greeting from the Costa del Sol. This is Santiago Llera, and today we are visiting Core Higueron with Sara. Thank you, Sara, for having us here in the sales office of Core Higueron. Okay.
Thank you.
Sara works for the master agent Propertissimo, and they are the one who handles the sales of this fantastic new development we have in the Higueron area. Sara, the reason I'm visiting you today, because you know I'm very specialized in this area of Higueron, and I had recently a client visiting with you, and I get to know much deeper the project of Core. I think it's very interesting right now with around what's in for sale in this area, and I wanted to ask you to go a bit deeper into this project and to share with all my subscribers. First of all, what I would like to know is why the developer Olivica decided to invest in Higueron. Can you tell us a little bit more about this decision?
Yes, I believe we have a project before in Higueron, or they had, which was very good. And they see this is an expanding area. The location is very good, close to the airport, between Marbella and Malaga. This plot in specific is a really good plot, 15,000 square meters big, elevated plot, which make all units having fantastic sea views. Even from the ground level villas, you have sea views, which also is really good. Another thing with this plot is that everything around us is already built, so it's guaranteed that nothing can come up in the future to block the views you see right now.
So basically the main reason was because was a very good spot.
The spot, the location.
And the location itself is quite on demand, right?
It's very high demand area.
Good to know. Now I've been going through the availability, and seems to be 90% of the project is pretty much sold in phase one.
Yes, in the first phase we have really good selling rhythm, and we have 5 units left. And this is that phase that we see right in front of us, which will be delivered in beginning of 2026. So a little less than 1 year from now. It's delivery date.
Beginning of 2026 is the delivery of phase one.
On phase one.
But something you guys need to know about Core is that it's going to be built in 2 phases, right? If I understood correctly, the phase one will build also most of the communal areas, and then the phase 2 is coming next to it, a bit higher up on the plot. And that's when it's going to be finished, phase 2?
Phase 2 is estimated to be delivered in beginning of 27, so 1 year later.
1 year later, that. So I always ask, when you guys the developers build in 2 phases, in which stage, because if you have 1 year difference between one phase and another, in which phase are going to the people move of the previous construction? If I explain well, in phase 2, in which stage will that be when the people from phase 1 will move?
When phase 1 move in, we will deliver all the outdoor amenities, which is 8,000 square meters of paddle courses, pool areas, will be delivered together with phase 1. And then in phase 2, we also deliver the indoor amenities with indoor pool, sauna, gym. So the buyers in phase 1 will have the structure up for phase 2 when they move in.
So no noise of construction,
exactly. So
the structure, the noisy part will be done.
Exactly.
Good.
We will do the indoor work.
Right. And what about the interior of the properties? I know that this was the same developer who built Aura. Before that, we give it a visit to the showroom they use for Core is in the project Aura, which will be pretty much same kind of qualities that you will have in Core. Is that right? Yes,
we work with the same promoter, same architect, and also same qualities like Nolte kitchen, Hans Grohe for all the faucets and sinks. Hans Grohe. And the Neolith, which is a well-known Spanish fabricator of tiles.
Neolith in the tiles, flooring
and also for the tiles in the bathrooms. Yes. So we work with good qualities. The question was if it's the same. No? So it's more or less, we use Aura as a reference because we have the same materials, same architect, same promoter.
Okay.
And we will also soon have a proper showroom here in the first phase of Core.
Oh, that's lovely. Very good.
It will be ready in about 2 months.
In 2 months from now, that was the property we visited when we were with our clients, right? It was the corner unit.
Yes, that's true. So that we will have as a proper show home, fully furnished, which is easier for the client to actually see how it will
and to stage it. Something that I really like about the interior of these properties, the developer made very spacious living rooms, right? Even the 2-bedroom apartments have 40 square meters living, which you always miss in the Costa del Sol, right? The size of the living, and also the layout, the way it's distributed. I'm having a look at it right now. The ones we just seen in Aura, they have every bedroom facing the terrace.
Exactly.
Okay, I like that. That's how it's supposed to be. But
it's a little bit like we have here in Core as well.
In Core as well, yes. I love this. Spacious living room, bedrooms to access to the terrace, a lot of outdoor, indoor living, which is popular in Costa del Sol, and very spacious storage rooms as well.
Yes, if you see here, for example, in this 2-bedroom option, we have 46 square meter of living dining, 2 bedrooms, 19 and 16 square meters util area.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and it has also 94 square meter useful area.
Yeah, bedroom 1 is 19.40 square meters, and the bedroom 2 have 16.3. That is considered a luxury apartment in Costa del Sol.
You can compare with other new developments, and you can find the 2nd bedroom of 10 square meter.
Okay,
so this is really big size apartment with high quality, and big size at terrace. You have 67 square meter of terrace as well.
That's about the interior layout in general, but what I've seen in the quality is, for example, in the kitchen island, you have like a porcelainic countertop, waterfall shaped. I've seen the induction is it's a smart Wi-Fi kind of kitchen with extraction in the middle. I've seen that you have like a proper good brands in high level in general. So that is electric blinds as well. Is that going to be in Core, electric blinds?
They will be in the bedrooms, but not in the living dining because of the wides. It's hard to make them.
All right. No, well, in Spain it's mandatory to black out the bedrooms.
The bedrooms, yes.
But not the living. So you will have, the blackouts will be electric.
Exactly.
Good.
You also have as a standard underfloor heating throughout all the apartments.
The whole apartment?
The whole apartment. Bedroom,
which kind, this is interesting for me because this is related to the energy efficiency. The underfloor heating, which kind do you have? It's a radiant floor, it's like with hot water?
Hot water.
Perfect, that's the best
for
one.
Energy saving, as well as this aerothermal system, which is an energy saving system. And then we work with air zone in all apartments, so you can control.
Is it included or is it an extra?
It's included as well, and so you can control both underfloor heating and air condition and ventilation from this air zone, and you have one for each room, which is
perfect. No, normally these things you guys are giving it included in the price. Most of the time it's an extra with the regular developer, right? So radiant floor, air zone, all that is normally extras, especially the kitchen island and all these things you guys are offering.
Now this actually this apartment come with really good high standard included. You also have 5 different choice for the kitchen fronts. You have 4 different choice for the countertops. You have different choice for the tiles for the bathrooms. So you will be able to personalize the apartment a lot, included in the price.
Nice. So what is an extra then? An extra, do you have something like an extra? A jacuzzi in the terrace?
A jacuzzi in the terrace or curtains and furniture, but actually the apartment comes fully with everything installed.
It's pretty well finished. Okay, let's talk about the views now. The views are one of the main concern of most of the buyers in this price range,
Yeah.
right? The unit that we've seen, and from my clients who visited that unit from phase 1, which are left, basically, is 90% is sold. So these are not the best views you can get, but still are pretty decent direct views from the kitchen. What about the views in this project? Is it one of the strongest side? Which kind of sea views you get?
I would say in the first phase, you have, as I said, you have sea views even from the ground floor. Of course, higher up you go in the building, you have better views. The second phase is so elevated, so the ground floor units in the second phase are overlooking the rooftop of the first phase, which means you actually have panoramic views from all units in the second phase.
In phase 2?
In phase 2.
Got it.
So the views will be amazing and also guaranteed because you are so high up. We have a green area here on the left, which is a protected area, and everything in front is built, so you can see for yourself the view, and nothing can be built in front of us, so the views are actually
so
really
the views
good.
are granted even in the ground floors
Even
because the plot is elevated. As you see, guys, now in this shot I'm doing with the drone, this plot is one of the highest we have in the Higueron area. Okay, we also have a magnificent forest around, and everything is pretty much built. So it's one of the few developments that you can say nothing is going to come in to block your views. That's good news. Perfect.
And important news, because if you invest in
this amount of money,
this amount of money, it's very important that you feel safe about that the views you paid for is also going to stay there.
Perfect, that's great. Sarah, what about the communal areas? We've spoken already about the interior, but the outside spaces is one of the biggest, the strongest point of Core Higueron. Tell us a little bit what the developers planning to build in the communal areas.
Yes, they have planned, out of this 15,000 square meter of plot, we have 8,000 square meter dedicated for common amenities, which will have, I think we are the only one, the only project in Higueron offering this kind of amenities. We will have paddle courses, pickleball, 2 big outdoor pools, a putting green for golf. We will also have a common barbecue area, a multi-sport place for playing beach volleyball or petanca.
All that in the communal?
All that yeah. Also, we will have urban gardens if you want to grow your own vegetables. So it's 8,000 square meter of common areas. A lot of green, a lot of vegetable.
But the hotel itself have paddle courses and other stuff in the Higueron area. The reason why you wanted to put it in your own community is why is this? Because
mainly because, of course, you can always go to the hotel. It's 5 minutes walk from here, but you have to also pay a membership there to be able to use their amenities. And here it's included in the community. Okay. So you have actually everything included in for only 78 apartments. So it will not be
so this will be a good alternative for the people that are not really willing to get the membership from the hotel and to own their own facility. That's absolutely
and then,
fine.
Apart from these outdoor amenities, of course, indoor we will also have a heated indoor pool, sauna, a fully equipped gym, a place for yoga, a co-working place. So I think you have actually everything you need in the
that sounds like a lot of facilities, but not that many units. How much will estimated for the community phase?
It's always hard to say, but we are estimating around 380 euros a month for a 3-bedroom apartment.
For 3 beds.
The promoter is thinking about this a lot. So he has, for example, he will install solar panels for have electricity for free for all the community. He also did 2 big outdoor pools, but one just small enough so you don't need to have a pool guard, so you can have it open all year, and maybe only have the biggest one open in the summer with the pool guard. All these things are to lower the community fee.
Got it. That's smart, actually. And what about the timing of this project? Are we on time? I see the construction company have a mixer. I see that there are a lot of builders working in the project already.
Yeah.
Seems like you are in a good track for construction. Are you going to deliver on time?
Yes, the first phase is on time, even a little bit before time. So I say first quarter 26, but the developer is saying that I think he will finish end of this year. So we are on good.
The
good
timing
phase.
is well.
The timing is well. We will start the next phase now in May.
Okay.
And so for so far so good. So
Yeah,
everything
that's
is on
nice.
time.
Good to hear.
And
According to what I see, in this stage we are more or less 40% of construction progress in phase 1, so we are more or less a year to completion. And that is going to be the same construction company who built phase 1,
Yes.
the one that's just going to move the people to the plot behind, and that's it.
Olivica are promoter and constructor, which also gives us a better quality because they are here every day overlooking the building. They are not just hiring external companies. So this is a thing that makes it also that the quality is guaranteed.
Perfect. Seems to be everything's fine. According to what I see on the price list, okay, we have pretty much el pescado vendido, like we say in Spanish, in phase 1.
In phase 1, we have still very good units.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units left, and then we have
Here we have
1,
more,
2, 3,
so
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
plus these are also,
And these
so we
three,
have
16, plus the other buildings which are coming in the future. But so you have pretty much a lot of buyers who reserve it. What would you say is the main nationality right now buying in Core?
I would say main nationalities Northern Europe.
North of Europe,
Scandinavian, Holland, Poland, England. We also have some Canadian and American buyers.
Okay.
So it's actually
very international.
Yeah.
In Higueron in general, it's very international. But I understand that Propertissimo, it's a Swedish company.
It's a Swedish company.
So you guys have a lot of your own clients coming from them, and you offer obviously this project. So we have a little majority of the Swedish buyers. Is that right?
But not. We're pretty equal right now.
Not like a big majority. Let's say like this. All right, quite international. So is this area continue to developing, or are there more projects coming in the future in this exact location up here in the Higueron area?
I believe when we finished here Core, this man community that we are part of with these gated entrances and this common green area, this is the last plot. So here it will be finished. Maybe there will be some new plots
coming on the other side.
Coming on the other side towards Funcherola, but I think it's not so much new products who can come out to the market because the plots are
they're pretty much
out.
so, yeah. The resort is building on the other side of the highway. Now they are urbanizing on the other side of the valley because here it's pretty much so. Yes, if you guys are willing to get something in Higueron, this is your time because we are running out. We are running out of projects.
In the second phase in Core, it's also a really good time because we're working on the first price list.
Okay.
Start building, in this
up.
business that when the structure is up and more is sold, the prices are also going up. So this is a really good time to invest.
No, but when you have a phase 2, which is going to be built from the first people who built phase 1, and in a couple of months you have like already a finished apartment, that's a big guarantee, right? So you can be safe in your investment because it's also a bit higher prices as well. Got you. So I think that's it. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you so much for answering all my questions. And if you guys would like to come for a meeting with us here in the sales office with Core, or if you would like to ask any questions, just feel free to contact me in the description to come back for a viewing or to do an online meeting. All right. Thank you so much. See you in the next video. Bye then. Bye.